We've come to the workshops of Daz Kitzon to have a chat to Brooke, who is making her Formula One debut this year. But first, we're going to have a chat with Daz and have a look around his very impressive workshop. Hi Daz, how are we doing?
All right, Jonathan, fancy seeing you here?
I know. Are
you lost?
We were just up the road talking to Dave Polly. He said, go and see Daz Kitzon.
All right.
He said, you've got a very impressive stock car workshop.
Well, yeah, it probably is a proper stock car workshop, yeah.
It is.
Full of rubbish.
So what do you do? Right, so full of stock cars. Is this day job?
Yeah, day job and night job, innit? And weekend job.
Yeah.
Yeah, every day.
So we've got two Formula 2s, Formula 1 and a Mini. So these are all yours?
Yeah, these are all mine, yeah. If anybody wants to hire them or whatever, you know.
Yeah.
Brooke can race them, I'll race them. Just whenever it suits.
Yeah. So what? Right. So you know, we say day job. Is this what like? And we spoke in lockdown. We did an interview. You were sat in your amazing bar at your house.
Yeah.
Is stock cars pretty much what you're doing every day now? Is that?
Yeah, a little bit of fabrication. I mean, I've had a lad in this morning. I've done a bit of work and rewired his super stock for him and things like that. Generally, I've just built a diff for somebody that I'll post out tomorrow and stuff like that. Just general, you know. I have built many cars, built over 100 cars, but. You know, I'm not bothered about building them now.
Yeah.
I'd rather just play. I enjoy mechanicking, you know, the odd race here and there, but I just love getting my hands dirty.
Yeah. We're going to talk to Brooke in a minute, but this is it's an impressive workshop, Daz. It feels like a proper stock car workshop.
Yeah. I mean, you know, there's stuff in here from 30 odd years plus. Yeah. You know what I mean? And you know, that's how long what we've been doing it. 1989.
Right. Okay.
So, yeah. Half the stuff I probably don't know where it is.
So, do you know them trophies up there? There's a lot of trophies. Do you know what they all are? Or are you like, can you pick out your favourite?
No, I mean, there's some up there. There's an office full in there as well, but, you know, and I've given plenty away, but there's a few, but I don't even know where my World Final trophy is.
Okay.
It's in here somewhere.
It's somewhere.
But it's in there, I don't know.
So on the wall up there, you've got a few bits of like stock car. You've got a bit of Bobby Griffin's car and like the number one on the top. Where's that from?
Yeah, that's off Rob Speake's original Thomas the Tank engine.
Yep.
What he used to race, and it obviously got wet. I chased it one day looking for it, and that's all that were left of it.
Okay.
Lad had left it down back of his bench and he gave it me.
Okay.
So, you know, I did think one day maybe get it framed and Speaker can put it up in bar at Skegness.
Yeah, absolutely. It looks good on the wall up there, though.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I got Rob to sign it for me and all. So.
Yeah. Right, it's tidy, but there's bits everywhere. Do you know where stuff is in here?
Majority of stuff, I think, but you know, but nobody else would probably be able to find it. But there's probably is stuff that I don't, you know, that I have lost.
Yeah.
But I usually keep having a tidy up at end of season, but I never got a chance this year.
See, those shelves look tidy there. They're nice and they're quite relatively
new. It used to be tidy, but no.
So what have you got out the back? So we've got stock cars in here, so this is where you do all the stuff. So then if you go through
I've got tyre containers and more stock cars out there.
Let's have a look then. It smells very oily, like a proper like engineering...
Diff oil and grease.
Is that what it is?
Yep.
So in terms of like, are you here every day? Is this like yours?
Yeah, that's me. Yeah, that's what I do for a living, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It's fab. Who's the dog?
My dog, yeah.
Oh, hello. He's massive.
Yeah, he loves to play. Where do you want to go?
So, right, so I recognise that truck. It used to be Bobby's, didn't it?
Yeah, it's Bobby Griffin's old truck. It's got another mini in back of there.
Yeah.
There's a couple of new aerofoils in there for Brooke to be sign written, ready for F1 and F2.
Yeah.
And then in here, plenty more rubbish.
Go on, doggy.
Yeah, there's up front just stacked up with mini spares, and then I've got this old heritage Higman that eventually I'll go back on the track, making it BriSCA legal.
Oh really? So
yeah, I started on it, but then I run out of time, and you know, so I'll get it back out eventually one day.
So who will race? What, for you to race or for?
Yeah, I'd like to just go out and have a play in it.
Yeah.
You know, I raced one a couple of years ago at Swaffham.
Yeah.
And it was as quick as some new cars out there. So
I like it.
Yeah.
So we've got that there. We've got Bobby's truck, Bobby's old truck here, and then round the corner. Hello, Dougie.
Plenty more rubbish.
Really? It's not rubbish. It's stock car.
Well, no, if it were rubbish, it wouldn't be here. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah.
Stock cars in here, like it.
Well, we've got, yeah, this is an old one of Ben Spencer's, what I built for him.
Yeah.
And then I've got this tucked away in the corner. Eventually I'll get it back out for Brooke to race.
So I recognise that, Daz, even though I'm not Formula 2, that looks like your colours.
Yeah, that's my original Randall that Gordon Randall sponsored me with.
Yeah.
That I won 2 World Finals with. And, you know, a few other championships. But
So have you kept it all this time then? Is it something?
no, it went to Outlaws and it won a gold in the Outlaws, and then it went to Holland and it went it must have had 10 or 15 owners.
Yeah.
And then I finally found it in Holland.
Okay.
And then I
Did you like track it down like people do that, their history, ancestor stuff? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I rang this person, that person, this person, and eventually I found it in Holland.
Yeah.
And then we had a trip over there and a day on beer, and I went and picked it up and swapped it for another one.
Or another beer. I tell you what, I'll buy you a beer if you give me that stock car.
Yeah, and like now, you know, it'll be an ornament now. It won't go anywhere.
Yeah.
My plan is to get it up and let my daughter race it.
Yeah.
You know, so like she will have raced my original World Final car.
Yeah.
So that's the plan.
It's great. It's great, Daz. So in terms of like your form, because you've kind of, you know, we spoke in, like I say, lockdown, and you'd kind of come into Formula One, and then so you're still doing Formula One now, aren't you? What is it still to do a bit of Formula One, or is it just to kind of like let Brooke sort of take over and?
Well, I'm not really that bothered, to be honest, but you know, I'll still hide it. I've got a lad who's going to hide it a couple of times, but you know, let Brooke have a play in Formula 2s as well and see which she likes. But you know, obviously she won't be competing against the big league in Formula 1s, you know, because it's probably a bit too expensive really. Yeah. So, but let her go have a play and see how she feels, and then play in Formula 2s. Yeah. As well.
So I think people know you historically, like Formula 2. Do you know, that's kind of where you made your name, and then obviously you come into Formula 1 sort of after that. Which do you prefer either? Is the one you kind of go, I really like Formula 2, or I really like Formula 1? Or is it just both much of a muchness for you?
I don't know. I think I like them both really.
Yeah.
But you know, there's a better atmosphere with Formula 1s. Yeah. You know, and a better crowd and everything else. But you know, obviously that comes at a price. Yes. It costs a lot more money to run one.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I do. You know, preference. I haven't really got a preference really.
Yeah. But, I think the thing is, it's quite interesting at the minute because I've been seeing Dave Polly earlier on, and he's obviously coming into Formula 1, and there seems a bit of a trend. You know, people want to be in Formula 1 stock cars because it has, like you say, got the atmosphere, it's got the crowd, it's got the prestige that almost goes with being in Formula 1.
Yeah, I think a lot of people always want to. You know, a stock car person always wants to have a go, just to see what it's like. Yeah. You know, but there's not a lot of people that have got, you know, like the funds or the gear or the workshop or anything else to look after one. You know, so you know it does take a lot, and then you need a big wagon and everything else. Yeah. So
but Dave Polly was saying, like, you know, that's his biggest difference. You know what I mean? Formula 2, you can push it around and do everything on your own. With Formula 1, you need 10 men to kind of come and help you. So.
You need a stacker truck and things like that to move them around and things. Yeah, it is hard work, but I do 90% of it on my own. Okay. You know, so.
And you know, in terms of Brooke,
son-in-law keeps talking about coming back, but we'll see.
Yeah, he raced, didn't he, for a bit?
Yeah.
And why? And so did he kind of not?
Son-in-law, stepson, sorry.
Yeah. Did he kind of like enjoy it? He did all right.
Yeah, he did all right, and then I don't know, he's gone himself and got his career and everything else, and you know, he keeps talking about coming back before he's too old.
Yeah, absolutely. And Brooke's racing Formula 1 next year. You know, she's 15 at the moment, 16 in May, I think. Yeah. Formula 1's a brutal sport. It is a big sport to be in. Are you kind of concerned at all with putting her out there, or is it actually? Do you know what?
No, I think she's reasonably tough enough, and you know, I'll make sure she's got all the racing gear and a decent seat in it and everything else. But you know, she's quite sensible, and she's had quite a few hard knocks even in minis. Yeah. You know, and even when she raced stock karts. Yeah. You know, first time out in that, she clattered fence and knocked herself pillar to post, and I thought that'd put her off, and she's just said, when's my next meeting?
Brilliant.
So, and I thought, you know, I think she's tough enough.
Yeah.
So we'll see how it goes.
But it's great to like hear, you know, like walking around your yard and going, I want Brooke into that. I'd like Brooke to do this. It's great that you're kind of going that, following that tradition through the family, and it's kind of continuing, isn't it, with stock cars?
Yeah, I think she seems to want to race anything. She did talk to saloons, but the problem is I'm more set up for Formula 1 and Formula 2. I've got that much gear for them, you know, and then I've got to start all again. So, you know, not at the moment, I don't think.
No, there's plenty of Formula 2 bits knocking around, isn't there?
Yeah.
Daz, thank you so much for talking us around your workshop. It's great, and we're going to talk to Brooke now.
Yeah, no problem.
Superstar, thank you very much. So we're going to talk to Brooke Kitson, who's making her debut in 2024. Brooke, come talk to you. Your dad's given us an amazing workshop tour. He's very knowledgeable. First thing, you're not even 16 yet.
No.
That's quite scary.
It is a little bit.
Yeah.
15, just got a few meetings after minis, and then, you know, day after my birthday, straight in F1.
Are you not a little bit scared?
Oh, a little bit, but I think novice will be all right. Yeah. It's just when you go off the front, it's kind of like, you know, God, here we go, sort of thing.
So so now you're currently racing minis. Your minis are at the back of the garage.
Yes.
And obviously red roof, I've looked, so doing all right in minis.
Yeah.
And was it always kind of, I want to go into Formula 1, or, I mean, because Daz was talking about maybe Formula 2, maybe Formula 1, you've got like you can choose almost.
Yeah, I've always wanted to do F2s because of my dad, you know, my dad's my biggest inspiration. But then, you know, the F1 sat there, he's got it, and he's like, oh, you can race it if you want. That was the same with minis. It was always like, you can go in a mini if you want, and a micro F2. I'm like, well, before, obviously. And I was like, oh, I don't really know. And he's like, oh, you can go in one, you can go in one. Do you want to have a go? And it's kind of like, you know what, I'll just do it. And then I liked it. And it's kind of like, oh, there's an F1 sat here. All right, I'll have a go, sort of thing,
Have you been out, because Dad goes to Skegness loads, doesn't he? Have you been out in the Formula 1 yet?
I've been out once.
Okay, and how was that?
It was good, I liked it, and then I've been out in the F2, at Venray, Junior F2s, so I liked that, but just need a bit more of a go really, and Shale as well, need a go in Shale.
In both formulas?
Both, yeah.
Okay, good.
Yes.
Right, so in May, you're 16.
Yes.
So the plan currently, because the car's ready, is to do the UK Open Speed Weekend. Is that kind of the plan for debut?
Well, we'll have to see how it goes, but hopefully I can go out ASAP.
Yes.
Yes.
Good. Right, and the car is, so this is when you're going to show how knowledgeable you are. So where's the car from? What's the history?
Mark Adkins had it before, and before that it was Joe Booth's. Before that, I couldn't really tell you, but that's what I know.
So it's got a bit of history to it.
Yeah. So yeah.
And are you? The thing is, I think going into Formula stock cars is quite a big deal, and there's quite a lot of people watching and looking. Are you feeling kind of nervous about the whole?
Well, I like the idea of, you know, people thinking, oh, like there's a girl going into it, like another girl. Do you know what I mean? Like there's not many, but just have to. I'm not worry about the fans, is it? It's just about enjoying yourself. Fans are alright, sponsors are alright, but just got to enjoy it, haven't you?
Of course you have. And in terms of like Formula 1, so, you know, like you said about shale, is it I want to do shale in the future, or is it just kind of stick to tarmac?
I want to go on shale first, because there was talk about me going in the F2 at Kings Lynn the other day, but it was like, I've never gone out on shale before, straight in there sort of thing. I was like, I don't really know. But I want to go on shale like ASAP, as soon as possible. I wouldn't go straight out on a meeting in F1, possibly in F2, but not an F1. I'd have to go practicing, you know what I mean, first,
Of course. Right, so you're very, very young. We've kind of established we're not even 16 yet. Like, what do you want to do in Formula 2, Formula 1? Do you aspire to do anything? Is it like, I want to be this, or is it just a case of I just want to go and enjoy it?
Well, when I was younger, it was always, I want to be as good as my dad, but reality kind of hit. I mean, you know, we could afford the best in F2s, but F1's a different story, you know what I mean? It's a big scale of money, mostly about money.
Did you have to talk about that?
Well, but I mean, tyres, expensive, but in F2s I hope that I can get up there quite a bit, and F1's just got to go out there and have fun, really, don't you?
I think so. Right, so you know, in minis, so like that's kind of, how long have you done minis for?
I started in 2021. I did stocks carts in 2020, and then I went into minis in 2021. and then I've done them since then, obviously, to now it's going to be to my birthday, and then obviously from there. You know.
So you're very lucky. So like children normally go, right, you can go swimming or you can go to ballet. You can go, right, I can race a Formula 2, I can race a Formula 1. You are very fortunate. Do you know what I mean? It's a great situation to be in.
I'm really grateful, you know what I mean? It's obviously on my dad and his knowledge and the cars here, you know what I mean? It's kind of something that most people wouldn't have. So I'm grateful for it, but just got to take what you're given, really, don't you?
But I mean, we'll walk around with your dad and he's kind of going, that's my Formula 2 world car. And you kind of go, your dad is quite a big name in oval racing, isn't he? You know, in terms of what he's achieved, certainly in Formula 2.
Yeah, and it's kind of a thing of like, oh, you'll never be as good as your dad sort of thing. It's like, yeah, well, that was 20 years ago. Yeah. That was when you could buy a car for 500 quid, you know what I mean? Like, but, you know, I've always wanted to be like him. When I was younger, it was always, I was like, oh, I don't really care about anything else. I just want to go into F2 sort of thing. Like, because obviously he was quite good. But yeah.
So have you always kind of like gone to stock cars? Has it always been like a huge part of your life?
Ever since I was born, it's always been, well, my dad actually missed me being born because he was at a racetrack. Yes, he did.
He did not, right.
He did.
Did he really?
Yes.
So you were born, and where was you? He's saying it's not true. Is it true?
Skating at Speed Weekend.
Was it?
When it was a birthday.
Cool.
So we were in the bar, Daz.
It'll probably be her debut, 16 years at the same place.
I mean, it's an impressive story. So in later life, are you okay with that? The fact your dad was at a stock car meeting?
No, it don't matter.
How did your mum feel about all of this? I mean, like,
I wouldn't know.
No.
I mean, you can ask me yourself. Yeah.
But that certainly shows how passionate your dad is about the sport, I suppose.
Yeah.
Turn it into a positive.
I mean, he's been in it for since 1989, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, that's good,
You couldn't call it like, did you revise that before today?
Well, no. I know that he got, what was it, Novice of the Year?
1989, Scunthorpe.
Even he knows. But yeah, so he's been in it a while sort of thing, so it's dedication really, isn't it?
Absolutely. And I was impressed with the trophies on the wall. Are any of these yours? Are they all your dad's?
Oh no, mine are in the house. Okay. These are my dad's, and then obviously I don't know if he went in the office, but he's got his world final, smashed to bits world final. Yeah.
Why is that?
Oh, just people.
No.
Just people. But yeah, he's got a few more in there, and then just scattered everywhere, aren't they?
Yeah.
Can't even find half of them.
My last thing is, when we sort of, arranged to come today, Daz was like, oh, she comes here straight after college, after school. Yeah. Is it like your evenings are in the workshop?
I'm not going to lie, I don't go down here a lot sort of thing. If he's like, oh, I need something, then it's kind of like, yeah, I'll be there. But most of the work he does, it's kind of work first sort of thing, because obviously he works here, it's kind of like, got to put work first before my racing, before his racing, do you know what I mean? So if he needs something with the cars, I mean, mostly it's cleaning, but if it's anything else, then I'll still do it. I'm still up to do it sort of thing. But obviously getting into F1s and F2s, I'll have to come down a bit more.
Yeah, you will a little bit.
Actually learn quite a lot. But I'm willing to come down. I will do, obviously, learn a bit, and
Good.
Yes.
It's been absolutely fantastic to talk to you. Good luck for season 24.
Thank you.
You've got exams before then, which are potentially more important than a stock car career. So do some good revision, maybe.
Possibly.
Yeah, and then be a great Formula 1 stock car driver.
Exactly. That's the plan.
Yeah. Thank you so much for your time.
It's okay.
Cheers,
Thank you.